All right, folks. So we're getting ready to kick off here with Buccaneer Stadium. Should be a good matchup between Willow Springs and the Laney Buccaneers. Willow Springs Storm and Laney Buccaneers. It's nice 63 degrees, clear on kickoff. It rained a little earlier today, so the field is a little bit muddy, a little bit slipped. So we're going to see how these teams respond to it. Nate, it should be a good matchup tonight. We have Ryan Gallagher threw for 1,400 yards this season, 14 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. On the other side, you have Ethan Dykes, who threw for 1,700 yards, 14 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. So they're pretty comparable between the two quarterbacks. They're pretty evenly matched up. Yeah, running backs about the same.
Yeah, it should be a pretty even matchup. I think we're gonna have a real fun game here tonight.
So Willow Springs finished 5-5 on the year. Buccaneers are 6-4. We're hosting this playoff game here, and here we have the kickoff.
A little bit low, but still goes the distance right here. Pick up around the goal line. Call it the 8-yard line. A couple spin moves. He's got.
And he's breaking some tackles. Yeah, all the way up to about the 30-yard line. Pretty good return. So, I'm looking to see out of this offense for Willow Springs tonight. They like to do a lot of screen passes. They do it to number 7, one of their wideouts. They also like number 14, their running back. They'll throw some screen passes to him. They like to take some deep shots to number 5 and number 2. JT Longmire Snelling, he's their big play target, their big receiver. They're going to try to get it to him on a deep shot throughout the night.
All right, 1st and 10, first play. It's going to be a run. Oh no!
Roll out number 1. He drops the pass. It's really slick tonight. As you see, number 1 slip just coming across the field. So what you're going to see here is just kind of go out across the formation, out to the flats, kind of slip out, come across one of the rusher's face. That way it kind of delays the rush a little bit, gets him out in the flat, and he just couldn't hang on to the ball. So you're going to see a lot of spread formation. They can come out in 4 wide receiver looks.
All right.
So here, I think they got Buccaneers almost jump off sides. So I believe they're coming out with a tight end here to the right of the formation, and they're going to try to run it right off tackle, and they gash them.
Uh-oh. Sealed out.
And he's going to take it all the distance on the second play of the game. So that's from number 21, Gavin Glass. He's 5'9", 210 pounds, and the senior just took it to the house, 70-yard run.
Yeah.
In the second play of the game, and that's we've talked about it in the past. That's really the weakness of this Buccaneers defense. You kind of go right off tackle, right up the middle. They don't have a lot of linebackers that can cover all of that.
Yeah, and that's a big guy right there. We don't really have that many big linebackers either.
No, we have a little bit of smaller linebackers. We have some speed at linebacker position, but use the formations that we run. We typically run that 5th defensive back. So that's going to leave some opportunities to run.
There's some commotion there on the field.
So it looks like they're going to come out in a polecat formation here, trying to really see how the Buccaneers line up to it. It looks like the Buccaneers might be aligned to it pretty well, because they're going to jump back into just a point after attempt here. And the kicker slips on the ground. It's really slick tonight. This field.
Slick. That's going to play into the rest of this game. Now, we've already had a drop pass, almost a fumble from how slick it was tonight.
So that really quieted all 10 people that are in the crowd tonight.
Yeah.
So anyway, we didn't really see much of the offense for Willow Springs because it happened so quick, but yeah, I would look for him to go back to the ground this next time. I mean, if they're gashing him for 70 yards to carry right now, I would look for him to go back. But what you're going to see them go to try to do a play action. Eventually, they're going to try to hit number 2 or number 5 on the outside. They're big play receivers. I think JT Snelling, he's Longmire Snelling. He's 6'2", big guy, only 175 pounds, but he can fly.
got a pretty darn good passing defense.
Yeah, it's kind of weird though. The last couple games, it's been shootouts. The pass defense getting thrashed a little bit there. Hopefully, they have some answers to that because typically we have a very good secondary. Hard to pass on them. So it looks like after the score there, they called a penalty on Willow Springs. So the ball's going to be all the way back at the 25.
You need one big leg to get that down that far.
So the kid, good
He's got it. Yeah. That'll drop at about the 20-yard line.
And Nico Warren's got the pick. Oh, and he's
man. If he was able to break that one tackle, he might have gone a lot farther than he did. Still a decent gain right there. Talking about the 38-yard line, call it.
Yeah, so we're going to have good field position around the 38-yard line. All right, so the Buccaneers, they've last couple games, they've really woken up on offense. They've really been scoring. I mean, the last couple games been like 43 to 40, scoring at least 30 points every game. The last 2 or 3 games, looks like Gallagher's really starting to find his stride. And that right off the bat, right there, we get a solid 10 or more yards off of that. It looks like they're going to mark him. He went out around after about a gain of 8. Emery Brown on the catch, number 6. That's been one of Gallagher's favorite targets the last couple games too. He's been really throwing to him a lot lately.
He's lost a couple targets due to injuries, but Gallagher has figured something out here at the end of the season. He's gotten a lot better at getting that ball around.
It looks like number 77 is having to go out for some kind of uniform infraction. Yes. It looks like he has to get his knee braces adjusted. Well, it looks like the trainer will do that and hopefully get him back on the field. All right, so set up for the next play here. To come back out in their base formation with the H-back. And looks like their referees are flag happy already. They're going to call a false start. So after the 5-yard infraction, it's going to be about a 2nd and 7. And good handoff right to Joe Quinn Dingle, I believe. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. So, with this Buccaneers offense, the last couple weeks they've liked to really throw some screen passes, take some deep shots. But really the rotation of that 3 running backs they have between Jeremiah Brown, Joe Quinn Dingle, and Ellis Williams has been really effective this year. Combined, all 3 running backs have 1,500 yards rushing. So they had a good rushing attack this year.
Yeah, no. Offense has been really clicking this season.
So Joe Quinn, patient. Good job being patient there. Giving his blocks the time to set up, get all the way up for about a gain of 6 yards. If you're getting 6 yards a carry, you can just keep running the ball all day. Yeah. And so we're going to see if they decide to start hitting some of these outside targets. Looks like Kilby Thies Dixon out the outside is single coverage. Up there, he's on single coverage again. It looks like Nico Warren decided to give a little extra block to the other side of the field. I like the physicality from our receivers.
Contact sport, gentlemen.
All right, looks like we're bringing in the receiver packages here. All right, so now we got our 2 best receivers the same side of the field. Now it's going to be trips left. Looks like Kilby Thies Dixon still have single coverage on the outside, and they're going to throw a screen pass
yeah, you see that play a lot, especially with this Buccaneer offense.
Yeah, they like that little bubble screen. Emory Brown's been really good on that. He's been really effective. That's the guy they've been trying to hit. He's almost like an extension of a running back.
Yeah.
A little bit shorter.
Good. Yeah, it's always good when you got a running back or something like that that can catch the ball as well.
All right, so 1st and 10 again. Come back out in the H-back formation. I'm going to hand it back off to Joe Quindiga. Once again, being really patient, letting his blocks set up, letting his H-back get up, hit the blocks. You know, that's really something running backs have to learn is, right, to be patient, let the block set up in front of them. They don't want to explode through the hole too fast. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. It depends on what kind of team you're playing. In this case, he does a really good job so far of letting his blocks set up in front of him.
Yeah, you could have a hole open up late.
Now it's second time on this drive.
It's the same person.
And it looks like they were going to try to do some kind of off tackle between the guard and tackle. That's the way the hole was setting up there. Number 54 started going to the right. Now they're going to switch, bring out the receiver set again, go trips right. But once again, we've talked about it all season. The one thing that hurts the Buccaneers when we start getting momentum is we have the penalties.
Yeah, it's penalties, especially red zone penalties.
And Joe Quindingle is not going to be stopped. He just keeps powering forward for a solid 5 yards.
Yeah. You know, it might not be as an explosive play or drive as the Storm had last, but we are driving.
Yeah, you know, in a night like this where the field's going to be really muddy, a little bit, you know, if you can play possession ball and drive down the field, have these long drives, tire that defense out, it's really going to help out in the 4th quarter. We just can't have penalties when we do it.
Oh.
Looks like the defense is changing their front up a little bit, trying to stop this run, and this time they do. You know, and that's on the coach a little bit. When you see the defense changing the front, holding the gaps in, you're going to have to change your play. You know, you should have that next step ready to go. Like, okay, they come out in this front, you're going to want to change it, probably do a pass play, change the gap scheme. The defense get a good job adjusting on that. Let's see if the coach has something to counter this. Yeah, so they're setting back up. It's 4th and short. They're setting back up for the short run.
Yeah, a little bit of a jump there on defense.
And
it looks like he's going to be stopped short.
No, the second effort looks like he got pushed over.
He might have, yeah.
They're going to measure.
Oh, yeah.
And it looks like they're going to bring out the chain gang here.
Here they come.
And from this side of the field, it looks like it was well over the line by about a yard or two, but and he has it by about.
There we go.
He has it by almost 2 yards. Not sure why the referees had to bring the chain through the 50 yards across the field to see that, but
hey, whatever floats your boat, you know.
You know, now I'd really like to see them try to hit stuff through the air. It looks like they still got single coverage. They're coming out in some kind of too high shell over the trying to keep the middle, but you have your big outside targets. Safety's really not shading over on that right side at all. He's really paying more attention to this left side of the Laney formation.
Yeah, very heavy here on the left.
Now they're starting to shift over a little bit. And we're going to go right back to run again. Oh, we did
There's a late hit there.
And it looks like so that was a really good, looks like a counter. They had 2 guys pulling from the opposite side of the formation, coming around to the left side of the field. That was a really good play. And they're going to call it.
Holding.
You know, there's holding almost every play, but I really didn't see much of a hold there, especially when you had, right when they threw the flag, they had guys they had guys pulling when they threw it. So I don't really see a hold considering the timing when they threw it.
Oh, look, they're going to bring out that's Ellis Williams out there on the field. I don't think he's played in quite a minute, has he?
Yeah, he wasn't able to play last week. Had went through an injury, had a little concussion protocol, but now he's back. Good to see him back out there. This is should be their starting running back. Looks like he has a guardian cap on now, and he's rolling out of the pocket.
Wide open receiver right there.
And he's gonna throw a pick.
No.
Oh.
That number 6 wide open there for like 5 seconds.
Oh, I don't really know why he escaped the pocket. He kind of got happy feet there. The protection looked really good.
It was a decent pocket there. Had a couple open receivers. Just decided to hold it.
He could have ran. He could have stayed in the pocket. He could have thrown it. I don't know what.
I don't know what was going on.
And it looks like there was going to be a penalty on Laney anyway, so that's going to stop the drive after once again some promising momentum.
Now we're going to have to get this defense out, hopefully not get a 2-point or 2-possession game, you know?
So I would really look for them to go back to the run here, but you know they're going to go right back to the run, right off that same side. Defense is ready for it this time. So you're going to see it. You know, I'd look for them to try a bubble screen next. I know it's second down, but I know they like to run these bubble screens a lot. They run the bubble screen with number 7. They're going to try a deep shot here.
Kind of got there in the position for that bubble screen.
Laney almost jumped off again.
Watch that.
Quarterback checking the play. And it's going to be a little push pass to the side, a little pitch outside, and they're going to ride him out of bounds with a gain of probably about 6 or 7 yards. 6, 7.
Yeah. All right, third down coming up right here. Let's see if the Buccaneer defense can get a stop. Hold them, you know.
So third down. Once again, they like these little. They also like passes right over the middle. Yep, here they're looking right over. Just as we thought, it's gonna be right over the middle.
No, that one was a little close. They're gonna.
So a lot of times you'll see them. They'll run little crossers over the middle. They'll also run these little hitches over the middle. They have a really simple offense, but it's effective. So it looks like the referees are giving them a generous spot here.
Oh, they're back. The chain gang is back. Can't really see it.
Looks like they're gonna.
It's short.
And it looks like from here the chain crew was short, but somehow they still gave them a first down.
If you were looking on the screen right
I guess
there,
the referees have bigger eyeballs than we do.
Yeah. That was a pretty generous call right there, especially for a playoff game. That ball was obviously short.
All right, so now they're coming back out in this spread formation. Have the man in motion in the back. Now they look for a little bubble screen here.
Big man chasing him down. There we go. It's going to be a gain of about 4.
Yeah, so once again, they tried the bubble screen. The Buccaneers are ready for it. They let the quarterback run a little more than I would have liked, but you know, they gave him a little bit more of a generous spot than he probably had. All right, so now Willow Springs comes out, trips bunch to their left. It's going to be another quick pass over the middle there. Gets down for a gain of about 2. It's going to bring up third down.
Third and 2 again.
You know what they're trying to do? They're really trying to get this defense to really attack them. Once they start jumping on these passes, then they're going to take a shot to number 5 or number 2.
Yeah. We've had a bunch of those short passes. I wonder what's going to happen once they do that that deep pass. Bringing a lot of subs.
Yeah, they look like they're bringing in a heavy package here. Try to get this third down. And
expect
somebody called a timeout. Which one called a timeout here? Oh, looks. I guess it was an injury timeout. They brought number 59 out. Something's wrong.
Now walking off with a little bit of a limp there. He was the guy that was chasing down the quarterback there on that last play. I don't know what happened.
So it looks like they're coming out under center in a true I formation, tight end to the left side, or a dual. And they're going to do some nice power football here, and they're ready for right in the backfield. Lit them up.
Tried some trickery right there. Buccaneers snuffed that one out.
Yeah, they were just trying some old school power I formation. Ran it to the strong side of the formation, and the Buccaneers are ready for it.
Yeah, I was about to say with all those subs coming in, I was expecting some sort of trickery going on. Bucs snuffed that one out. Big number 51 over there. Took a minute to get that punt off, but it is a very good punt. Oh, no.
He muffed the ball.
He muffed that ball.
Well, these Buccaneers get the ball back relatively quick here.
Bucs touched a bullet there. If the Storm was to lay a hit on that one, they might have gotten the ball there. Ball's a little bit bobbled there.
All right, so Buccaneers coming back out in their base formation. They got the H back to the right side of the formation here. Running back, Ellis Williams. And they're going to blow the play dead. Another false start or illegal procedure on the offense, I believe. And it looks like so apparently we were lined up offsides. So once again, Buccaneers being penalty ridden. Now we get to start out in 1st and 15. And we're going to go with the same play again, right through the gap
play
there.
Again. Oh, yeah, that was an impressive move right there from Ellis.
You know, a good hole. You know, now you get these couple different running backs coming out. You have Joe Quinn Diggle doing a really good job letting the block set up. Now you have Ellis who just kind of explodes through the hole, wants to bulldoze people over. Now they're going to take the H-back out, come out in trips right formation to the top of the screen. Ellis moves over to the right side as well. And they're going to hand it right back off to him. And he cuts out to the outside to the left. And he has a lane.
He's got a lane.
And he just bulldozes somebody over. That's
number
a big
40.
hit.
Oh, man.
And that's what we call a reality check, folks.
Yeah.
He thought he was going to bring him down.
Yeah, we're going to need that on-field chiropractor out here soon. Somebody's got to wake that man up.
And it looks like someone's spackle came off the shoe. So Ellis being really patient, cuts the outside, but they're ready for it. And it sounds like the coaches in the stands are getting a little tired of the same play call.
They're back.
The coaches in the stands are back.
I mean, yeah, they ran the same play 3 plays in a row. I think that we should pull something else up, you know?
No, so now he's going to come out. We know the Buccaneers like to have this little bunch formation over to the skinny side of the field, and right now they'll try to throw it to the top side. Nope, they're going to try. Oh, he drops the screen pass. It would look like it wasn't going anywhere. Probably actually might have saved them a few yards because I don't think that screenplay was going anywhere. That's the problem. You run this to the tight side of the field. When you're on the left hash, you throw it to the hash with 3 receivers over there. Yeah, you're trying to catch the other team off guard, but spacing is not in your favor. A lot of times the Buccaneers, they'll run the skinny side of the field and they'll put one single receiver on the wide side and try to get single coverage over there. Now,
got wide open
nobody, and he's just throwing it to section B, row 32. And Gallagher didn't really find somebody open. They ran that same play concept that I saw in the past that Gallagher ran to the right side of the field on a scramble and threw the interception. They ran look at that same exact play again. The defense is ready for it. I don't know why they called that same play again. If it didn't work the first time, why are we going back to it?
Yeah, both times that Gallagher's rolled out, though, he's had a really nice pocket.
Right, he's coming out of the pocket for some reason when he's really good protection. So it brings out the punter and bad low snap. Punter still gets it away.
Get it away pretty good.
Number 5 catches it, and they're going to swallow him up right around the 32 or 22-yard line.
Alrighty.
So about a minute 30 seconds left in the first half here. Score is currently 7-0. Willow Springs on top. So Willow Springs coming out and trips to the high side of the field, and they're going to do it. One of those bubble screens. There it is, number 7, just like I said.
Drop bubble screen.
Just like what we said was going to happen. Trying to do that quick bubble screen to number 7. And it looked like Laney was going to be on top of that anyway. He barely had it in his hands, and somebody's on top of it. Apparently someone's been watching film.
Yeah.
Now they're going to come back out in the spread formation here. 2 receivers each side of the formation, running back to the be the right side of the offensive formation, the bottom of the screen. They've been trying these hard counts a lot. Okay, now here they're taking that deep shot. Here it is. There's the deep shot. And we have almost have an interception.
Almost had that interception. That ball looked like it was going to the number 26, but it was going to the wide receiver.
Yeah, that was a errant pass by the quarterback here.
Quarterback forgot what team he was on.
Yeah, that was an errant pass by Ethan Dykes here. That was, his receivers are out split on the outside, and he threw it right down the middle of the field, almost like they were supposed to go on a post route. Now they're going to try a snub formation here. So they got spread. They have 4 wide receivers bunched here. That one man come across, and there's that reverse. Oh, and almost blew up in the backfield. And up he's.
Oh no.
And number 26, Joe Deffenbaugh, brings him down finally. We had a few chances to blow that up in the backfield, and they somehow were able to escape. Number 7, if he comes in motion, he's probably getting the ball.
Yeah, what I see right here, I see a lot of.
Looks like it looks like it should be false start. We'll see what the referees call. They're going to call false start on the Willow Springs Storm here.
Number 51 just kind of came up and gave number 12 a bear hug.
So already we've seen a lot of slips, a lot of falls, a lot of penalties thrown. Now they come back out, Willow Springs in the spread formation here. Buccaneers bringing a blitz off of the outside. And he's a good pocket pass, but once
nowhere
again,
near him.
Nobody's in the vicinity besides the defender. We said before, hey, they were going to try these deep shots. I just would expect the deep shots to be a little more accurate.
Yeah.
I would expect them to try to throw it about 20 times deep. They're hoping for maybe 3 or 4 scores off of those. So far, they don't look like any of those are going to hit.
Yeah, 0 connections and 0 almost connections.
And it's going to be a draw play. Well executed draw, and he's gets the outside, and they still can't bring him down. He gets pushed out of bounds around the 10-yard line. So once again, we know they have a good running back, and they have really three good receivers that are playmakers. And they're going to hand it right back to him, right up the middle. And, yeah, once again.
There we go, yeah.
Good tackle, looks like by Deffenbaugh. Once again, you know, you look at the stats, and it's really true of the stats, right? He got through the first front seven. He got through the linebackers, got through your linemen, and here your secondaries having to come and make the tackles. When you look at the stats for the Buccaneers, most of their tackles this year have been made by their secondary. Their linebackers do not lead them in tackles. And, yeah, there's this quarterback escaping the pocket, and they're going to swing him down. So
first quarter wrapping up right here.
Yeah, so first quarter down. Currently, Willow Springs up by 7, but knocking on the door around the 10-yard line. It's it can be 14-0 very easily.
Very, very easily.
And we will see you after the break here. All right, so coming out of the break here, looks like Willow Springs coming out on the trips right formation, and they're going to roll to the skinny side of the field. He has a guy open the end zone, but he checks it down. Looks like he just tried to get the first down, and they're going to give him the first down, I believe.
That was golden.
He did have it looks like number 10 wide open in the end zone. So it looks like it's going to be first and goal.
I guess he did that.
I can't tell what yard line from here. I think around the 7 or 8 yard line.
Oh, like 6 or 7.
All right, so it looks like they're going to be in trips left, have a tight end, and they're going to hand it off. And they blitz the linebackers, and they do a run blitz right into the running back's gap. All right, so it looks like they're coming back out in the same formation where they like to run it. I would look for them to try to take a little pass here to the end zone. Number 2 is looking right hot off the ball. And, yep, little pop pass, and
there it is. Oh, he dropped that. They're going to call it.
And they're going to say he caught it, but I don't know. There was a little bit of scramble there for trying to get the ball out.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a scuffle there, and the ball did come out.
Yeah, not sure if he had full possession, but the referees are just going to go ahead and give it to him. And they're going to come back out of this polecat formation. And the Buccaneers, once again, line up against it.
Let's see if number 22 doesn't slip for this one.
The Buccaneers look like they jumped off sides.
It is.
And once again, these penalties just keep adding up for the Buccaneers. Now, it's really the coach's decision now. Do they want to go ahead and try to go for 2? Yeah, offsides from the Buccaneers. Now it's going to put them at the 1-yard line. Is the coach going to change his decision and maybe go with a polecat, or maybe try to push it in from 1 yard for a 2-point conversion?
2-point conversion, but how's keeping the jump away?
You know, it looks like Willow Springs has been going on 2 a lot. They've been doing a lot of hard counts. The Buccaneers need to get used to the hard count every time. And looks like the kick is up. The kick is good. So the new score is your Laney Buccaneers hometown 0 and 14 for the Willow Springs Storm. You know, so we're about to get the ball back. What do we think the Buccaneers need to do here to get back in this game, Nate?
Well, we've established that run defense. I really think that we should throw a couple questionable passes, you know. You got to keep Gallagher there in the pocket, kind of stop that rollout that he's been doing, because both times that he's done that, it's not really ended up well.
Yeah, you know, some of the stuff we saw from the previous games that really made Gallagher get in this flow, get in the rhythm of the game. He was doing these short, quick passes, some of these little stop routes, slants, and all that over the middle. He's been really accurate, really good on throwing those on-time throws. Really, if we can get back to what really made him work the last couple weeks, I don't know why we're going to these rollouts and why are we going to these.
Yeah, keep it short, keep it quick, little slant routes, out routes, stuff like that.
Go back to what we've been doing to really make this offense click the last couple weeks.
Yeah, playoffs is not where you experiment.
You know, we've talked about it at the beginning of the season. Like, one of the problems Buccaneers have had is trying to get there. Well, that was a good kick all the way into the end zone.
To the end zone.
And Buccaneers are going to take a touchback. But it's one of the things that has been the weakness of this team is them finding their identity. And, you know, if you don't have an identity going into the playoffs, and we thought they had found their identity in the last 3 weeks of the season. They've really been clicking, really working good, scoring.
Yeah, everything was really looking good up here, and now we're just kind of throwing that all away and kind of start from scratch. Play to your advantages. Play with what's working.
So Buccaneers coming back out in the H-back formation, their base formation. They're going to just hand it back off to Joe Quinn Dingle. Once again, powers ahead, gets a yards, about 6 yards or so.
Yeah. Oh, they're calling a lot more than that. They're calling 8 yards.
No, that was so it was Jeremiah Brown. It wasn't Joe Quinn Dingle. Sorry, that was Jeremiah Brown. I saw the 5. I thought it was the I didn't see the 2 on the other side. It looks like they're bringing a blitz, and we're going to run it right into the blitz.
Ooh. That's a face mask right there, maybe?
So right before the snap, you can see they were blitzing the backer. This is why you start using the hard count, have a second snap count and everything. When you have a team that likes to late blitz like that, you can see and you can change the play. I don't really think they have anything like that in their playbook. I don't think they are going to allow Gallagher to audible the play up at the line. And now they're going back to the deep pass again, which has been and why he's flushing out his pocket.
This one's completed right there.
All right, so good pass all the way up to Nico Warren. He fled the pocket a little early, but at least he's got the arm strength, delivered a good pass on the run, right on the sideline.
Yeah, and that one's going to move the chains.
A good pass by Gallagher. Once again, they're trying these deeper routes. Let's see if they can get Gallagher in some kind of rhythm here. Now he's got one pass under his completion under his belt. Maybe get a couple more. Nope, they're going to go back to the ground. Jeremiah Brown bouncing to the outside.
He jumped over a dude right there.
And he's only going to get a yard or 2 on the carry. Hard run. So it looks like one of the linebackers is actually out for the Buccaneers. I believe it's Reed Williamson might be out. Is he? They're gonna hand the ball back off. All right, so Gallagher rolling back out of the pocket, throws another intercept right to the number 20.
Not anywhere close there.
And Gallagher just throwing the ball to the wrong color jersey once again. And they're going to call holding on the Buccaneers. And so that's going to be another turnover for the Buccaneers. Once again, we need to start doing these quick passes. Gallagher just does not feel like he's in rhythm, is not feeling comfortable. Part of the offensive coordinating, right? You got to try to find plays that your quarterback is comfortable with, try to get them in that rhythm. We had a really good pass on the sideline. Okay, now we need to go back and try to start getting them back in that rhythm again. Now this is the second interception where he threw it right to the defense. It wasn't even close to his receiver.
No, nowhere close. Not really looking too hot right now.
And both of them on the run. So the defense is leaving the middle wide open. I think they're trying to get the defense or offense to get that middle, and they got a guy wide open.
Oh man, almost hauled that one in one-handed.
And those deep shots we were talking about, right? They're going to try to do the little run game. They left that middle wide open. On the line, the defense was almost like baiting them to run that. Well, the offense had no plans to run it. They were going to try one of their deep shots. And now, I would look for them. Now they come back out. I would look for them to do some kind of a quicker pass or a run. Yeah, and there's your run right up the middle.
21. Remember, he scored that 71-yard touchdown, second play of the first drive.
And, once again, Willow Springs offense, very simple. They run it up the gut. They do some screens. And they haven't really even started to get into all their screen game yet. They have a lot more screens up. Earlier this week, I watched 72 hours of film on Willow Springs. And they do a lot of passes. Some of those games, they passed 84% of the time. So they do like to pass it. But at the same time, why are you going to pass when the Buccaneers are giving you 8 yards a carry? And once again, giant hole just for him to get walked through for a first down. And now first down, second down, you're going to probably look for him to take a screen and then maybe a shot down the field. They got the Buccaneers right where they want. They're right in Buccaneer territory. And if Willow Springs scores here, this game is starting to get out of hand very quickly. This game is going to be over before the half. So, yeah, there it is. There's the deep shot.
The deep pass.
And there it is, just like we talked about. We knew it was coming. First down, you knew they're going to take a deep shot. That was the first attempt to number 2. So now I would look for some kind of throw to number 7 here. They like to get it to number 7 a lot. They also they got out of this trips formation. They like to do some screens. There we go. There's that pass over the middle. Yeah, so far all they've really shown is a deep pass, run, and they like to throw these little hitches over the middle, and it's been working for them. So far, the Buccaneers defense has no answer.
Buccaneers defense doesn't have an answer. Buccaneers offense doesn't have an answer.
And there's another pass that could have been intercepted.
Could have been intercepted. Didn't play the ball. He played the man. And I feel like he could have got that. If he caught that, he could have gone pretty far, actually. Not gone all the way.
And there's the screens we were talking about. There it is, that middle screen. Looks like they tried some kind of X middle screen right from the, or Y middle screen right from the tight end.
There was a target there.
The target was going to be number 10. They were trying some kind of tight end screen. They have all kind of screen games, and sometimes they shoot the running back out. Sometimes they do X middle screen. Sometimes they do this Y middle screen. I believe there's a Y middle screen there where they had the tight end come over late, right behind the blockers. He just missed this target. So now we got press coverage on this outside here on third down. And Reed Williamson, number 19, was going to blow that play up in the backfield. So this false start actually works in Willow Springs' favor because they were going to have that play lit up. So now it's third down. It looks like, you know, they're going to have to pass it here. Maybe try another one of their screens or some kind of they've been doing those passes over the middle. They've been really effective. And they got their tight end back in here. Yeah, and they're going to get to him, and they're going to sack him. So now we pushed them back out. It looks like we might have pushed them right at the edge of field goal range, maybe making them have to punt.
Oh, no, number 22 kind of got a leg, don't you remember?
So, yeah, he's got a leg, but it's also, if you remember, he slips over here. If they can get him to there, right, if you look, they're right on the muddy part of the field here. The middle of this field is torn up. We're going to see if he slips on this field goal, trying to put some power into it. And he slips a little bit. And it's good. So hey, that at least keeps us in the game, right? Now it's a 3-possession game, but if we can come up with a score here, all of a sudden, it changes a little bit of the momentum. And then we get the ball to start the second half, so changes the momentum here. That was a good defensive stand. Let's see if Coach Stowe has anything cooked up on special teams. So Willow Springs, for the third or fourth time tonight, is ready to kick the ball back. You know, if we can come out with a good return here, that's really going to set the offense up. We know Nico Warren, he has the speed to take it to the house. He's had a lot of good returns this year. I think he's returned a punt for a touchdown this year as well.
If he gets something to return, though.
Yeah, their kicker's got a strong leg, and it looks like it's going to go. Yep, it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. All right, so now the Buccaneers come back out in their base formation. Let's see if they try to get some of these quick passes going for Gallagher, make him get in some kind of rhythm here. Just going to hand it off. Good hole initially. We waited a little bit too long to hit the hole. All right, so it looks like there might have been a face mask on play, but the referees once again didn't call anything. The Buccaneers once again come out in the H-back formation after a gain of about three and a half. And it's just going to hand it back off for a minimal gain, maybe 3 or 4 yards again. Still not bad, right? Brings up a third and manageable.
3rd and 2.
So, once again, 4 yards, 3 yards of carry, that definitely helps. Now
Make
it's...
sure, you keep that in mind. Go ahead and hand it off.
If you look down here at the bottom of the formation, number 20 doesn't know what's going on. He's got single coverage on Nico Warren, and there's going to hand it once again. And there's going to be a penalty. And now it's going to go from a third and manageable to a third and long, because once again, the Buccaneers and these penalties, it's been killing them. If you looked before that play began, Nico Warren had single coverage. That might have been a good chance to take a shot there. Once again, Buccaneers, they brought in the receiver package here, come out in the spread formation. Yeah, Emery Brown in the slot. So Buccaneers take Coach Brooks takes the timeout here. All right, so Buccaneers coming out facing a third and long here. They come out in an empty package. He ran a 4-vert and he just overthrows his targets. He ran everybody straight. All 5 receivers ran straight down the field. And he just overthrew everybody. He had 3 people wide open. Once again, need to get him in some kind of rhythm. Need to find his favorite pass play, stuff that he feels comfortable throwing. Get his confidence up. Get him used to throwing. Giving him these long passes where he keeps missing, throwing interceptions, that's not a way to get his confidence up. And looks like it's a good high punt. Lets the punt coverage get down there. It's going to take a Willow Springs bounce, and they're going to down it about the 43-yard line. So Willow Springs coming back out in the spread formation. Number 1 comes in motion. Once again, when somebody comes in motion, they're probably going to get the ball, and the Buccaneers have that covered pretty well. It looks like he fell forward for a gain of about 2 or 3 yards. Preston Hall coming up right around the line of scrimmage to make that tackle. He did fall forward for an extra couple yards, but he managed to come up and really keep the outside contained. Now Willow Springs coming about trips left. They're not bunched up. They're just regular trips left. And then here's that little run right up the middle again.
That's trouble.
And the same stuff they've been doing, they haven't really changed what they've been doing. They just do these little bubble screens, and then they have this runs right up the middle, and it's just the Buccaneers have had no answer for it. So coming back on the same formation, I would look for a bubble screen at number 7 here. Buccaneers close to jumping off sides again. Oh, and they're gonna go right back to the run. Cuts it to the left, and he gets a solid 10-yard gain again.
Big gain after big gain. Something's got to happen right here.
Back to pass, and there's one of their deep shots. There it is.
And that one's going to be caught. That's a touchdown right there for the Storm and for Willow Springs.
And just like we said, number 2 and number 5, they're going to take these deep shots to them. Now all of a sudden, it's 23-0 going into the half. And they're coming back out in this full cap formation. Let's see if they try it. No, they're going to switch it back to a point after attempt. And that kick goes way up on top of the building there. Strong kick by number 22.
That one beat Deliva's record.
So new score 24-0 with about 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first half. And so far, the Buccaneers have had no answer on defense or on offense. Haven't really been able to get into a rhythm. Haven't really got any stops on defense. And, so far the body language isn't too bad on the sidelines. Hopefully they can spark something here. They score here, go for a 2-point conversion. All of a sudden they're only down by 2 points or by two scores, right? It's going to take a while to come back, but we're very capable of doing that.
And the game is not. It seems a little out of hand, but if Buccaneers can figure something out.
Yeah, 3 scores, 3 2-point conversions. We're right back in this. So you go down, get a score for half. We get the ball right back after half. All of a sudden, 16-24, you're 1 possession away. You get a stop on defense, you're back in this. The game can turn around very quickly. But we need some offense right now. We got 2 minutes, 20 seconds. The coach really needs to get Gallagher comfortable in the pocket, get him throwing on time, get him throwing accurate. And another kick into the end zone, but the referees blow it dead. I believe they're going to call some kind of offsides on the kicking team.
I'd love to do that one.
So we're going to see if number 22 has enough leg to hit it into the end zone from all the way back at the 40-yard or 45-yard line.
There's the star of the show right there.
So now we get to see how strong this guy's leg really is.
I mean, he just
as you see at the start of the show, the referee picking it up. There we go.
There we go.
He's giving his best 40 time.
I'll put him up against Tyreek. Warren should be able to return this one. Let's see what he can do.
And it's more of a line drive kick.
It's still
and it's
in the end zone.
It's still in the end zone. They're going to blow it into a touchback. He kicked the ball about 67 yards. Got it into the end zone.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie there. That's a pretty insane kick.
Especially out of high school. I hope that kicker is getting some offers. A very good kick.
Very good kick, yeah. And Laney's pretty accurate too. He just hit a 42-yarder.
And Moses Barker, he's a junior too. He's still got a whole other year to get his legs stronger.
Gallagher almost threw a pick right there. That would have been terrible for the try.
So once again, he's just not feeling comfortable, right? The throws have been off. He's not in rhythm. So they're coming back out. They're wide open, and he overthrows his target. Looks like they've come out in this spread formation with or empty formation with no running backs. I don't really know if that is the best formula for this offense.
You gotta have those running backs. One, because they're arguably one of the better players.
They're the best players we have, and then the other thing too, it makes the defense guess: are you going to pass? Are you going to throw? There's still 2 minutes left. There's no reason to get into a full passing down.
Yeah, if you throw it into, I don't know. If you do something empty like that, defense
you can't run any extra pass protection. You can't. Gallagher is not feeling comfortable now. All of a sudden, we run it 3rd and 10. Now we're going to give the ball right back to Willow Springs with under 2 minutes, right at 2 minutes to go. So it looks like Willow Springs takes the timeout. They want to try to score again with 2 minutes left in the game. Smart decision by the coach. Once again, we could have got a drive going. I just not sure about the play calling. All right, so let's see if they go for a fake punt here. Nothing. I mean, you ain't got nothing to lose. And it's a low snap. Good punt by Deffenbaugh. And good catch by the returner, number 5. Kind of fell back, slipping, still caught the ball. Right around. Right around the 45-yard line of the Willow Springs' own 45-yard line. All right, so Buccaneers get lucky. There's an illegal substitution on the field, and apparently it's 10-yard penalty. They get an extra, get a free first down off of that. Let's see if nope, they're coming right back out in the empty set. They have an uncovered man in the slot over here, and it's a receiver that normally not out there. Number 24, not paying attention.
Trouble.
And he's throwing
That's
it
a deep
deep.
pass. It's looking good. Oh, goes through
And
the
they're not
hands
going
of
to call any
P-Sticks
pass
and-
interference on that.
That was going to be a big field flipper right there. Goes straight through the hand, in and out of the hands of Kilby P-Sticks.
And there's some dirty laundry back on the Buccaneers side of the field, back around the line of scrimmage in the area of holding.
Surprise, surprise, that's going to be on the Buccaneers.
So, as usual, once we get a little bit of luck, all of a sudden we get a penalty that takes us back 15 yards. So now it's going to be 2nd and 25. So there's a dead ball penalty. And it looks like the Buccaneers' luck has finally ran out. They decided to cover the slot receiver finally. Willow Springs is now covering the slot. You know, they had him open 3 plays in a row. And now they're blitzing their back from the outside. A free rush, exactly why I don't like that formation. And Gallagher throwing an errant pass. That's the drawback here. You don't have that extra personal protector back there with the running back. That's the bad thing. You keep running this empty formation every play. If you don't get the ball out right away, this is the drawback on it. So it's 3rd and 27. The Buccaneers have a mile to go for a first down. Once again, they come back out in this empty formation. They do a slow blitz out the backside. He throws to the slot receiver, finally catches it, and now he gets about 30 yards in the carry, or the catch, brings him to about midfield for a first down. And you know, Nate, we've seen that from up top here. I know you can't see everything on the field, but from up top, we've seen them leave that slot wide open for about 6 plays in a row. And they've had one-on-one coverage, no safety help over the top. And now we're finally cooking. And number 6, Emory Brown is going to drop the pass. So the good thing is, with all the incomplete passes, the clock is not much time has been taken off the clock. So it's 2nd and 10, still a minute left, go about 50 yards. And Gallagher's going to sack himself all the way back at the 30-yard line. Gallagher ran backwards on the play. He lost 20 yards on the sack.
Gallagher there on the sack.
So I don't think anybody gets credit for the sack on. So 2nd and 32. Buccaneers coming back out in the empty formation again.
Just undid that deep pass.
Just, you know,
103 on the clock.
What?
103.
103.
So 103 left in the half, and you know, it's more self-inflicted wounds here by the Buccaneers. We started making progress all the way onto the opposite side of the 50, and now we're all the way back at our own 25-yard line. And we're going to do a screen. We're going to get up to about the 40, but they're going to have to punt this away with 20 yards still to go for a first down. It looks like Willow Springs going to call, should be close to one of their last timeouts here. All right, so nice big high punt by Joe Deffenbaugh, and fair catch caught about the 30-yard line. So it's going to give Willow Springs 26 seconds, see if they can work some magic, go down the field. We know their favorite targets, right, Nate? We know they love number 5. They love number 2. They haven't really got number 2 yet today. We know he's a big target, about 6'2", able to go up high, extended for the passes. We have number 7.
Number 7, they've targeted him a couple of times. He's gotten a couple of times.
Luke
Nothing
Maslow,
big.
really quick, done a couple. They hit him on a screen. They did the reverse end around. You know, got some moves on him, right? Number 14, we haven't really seen him get the ball too much yet, but we know he's explosive too.
Even that running back, number 21, is looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, and they're going to hand it right to 21.
There he goes.
And they just gashed them for about 20 yards on first down with 17 seconds left. Let's see if they call their last time out. Yeah, and they're going to call their last time out here. This is when, you know, you really got to protect with 17 seconds left. You need to protect the out of bounds, right? You're going to have to protect the out of bounds, leave the middle of the field wide open. Hopefully, you know, if they complete something, you get them down, make them waste that time getting down the field. You can't let them get out of bounds on this.
Also, if they complete a decent pass, they got a pretty darn good kicker that could put this game pretty far out of reach.
They don't. I don't think they have any timeouts left, but yeah, they have a kicker we've seen can boot it off of the kickstand 67 yards. Yeah. We saw him in warm-ups making right around 50-yard kicks. So you get about 20 more yards, and they're in field goal range. If they can get to the 30, I would say their kicker can make that. So they're coming out trips right, and they're going to do a double pass. They're trying to double pass, and it's blown up by Reed Williamson. And yeah, that's going to take it to the end of the half. They can't stop the clock. That's going to bring us to the end. That's a good way for the Buccaneers to stop the. Oh, they're. All right, so Buccaneers received the kickoff here. Let's see if we can get some momentum going. Still down by 3 scores. Really got to get some momentum going. Hopefully Gallagher can get in some rhythm here. Coach can get the ball out of his hands quickly, get him a formation that he likes, get him some plays that he's really familiar with. All right, so coming back out in the base formation, motioning the H-back to the left of the formation. And it's going to be a quick handoff to Jeremiah Brown, who explodes through the hole and gets up to the second level and is tackled right about after a 10-yard gain.
That's a good look right there.
That was a good run. That's how, get a couple more of these runs going, hit them with some quick passes, get them back in the game, get them back in rhythm. We got some single coverage, it looks like, on this. Looks like they're dropping the safety down in the box, trying to load the box up for the run, and they're going to run right into the box, and Jeremiah Brown somehow escapes.
Yeah, he escapes the tackle and turns it some positive yardage.
And this is where I feel like you need to teach your quarterbacks enough to, when they see somebody walk down in the box, have 8 in the box, that's when you start throwing it.
Yeah. I call a couple audibles,
Looks like they're gonna keep it on the ground here, and there's a flag.
It doesn't change with the half, folks. There it is.
And it's going to be on the Buccaneers as usual, and going to march them back after we had some momentum going. Once again, drive killers, as we talked about in the past. Now we're going backwards again. We have explosive plays, and all of a sudden, we put ourselves in 2nd and 50.
Yeah.
Or sorry, I think we had 2nd and 30 at one.
Yeah. not as bad. Look on the bright side. That's 20 yards.
So it's going to bring up about 2nd and 14 now. Buccaneers once again going straight back to empty. They're playing some kind of Willow Springs had deep cover 2 shell. Gallagher steps in the pocket, wide open in the middle, and he has some wheels, and he gets down for a first down.
That's what we wanted to see right there. Buccaneer first down. That's going to be.
And that's really the first time, might be the longest run he's had this season. We know he has some wheels. He just hasn't really used them. Hasn't felt comfortable enough to step up and run.
That's a perfect time to start.
All right, now we're coming back out in the H-back base formation. Get them, get a little more comfortable again. Slow the game down for him. All right, they're going to hand up. Fumbles the ball, and Jeremiah Brown might have been able to get back on his own fumble.
I believe that's what happened.
So now, once again, I think he got back to the line of scrimmage somehow. Looks like from here it might have been a slight loss, but they didn't move the marker.
Yeah, gotta look on the bright
So
side.
they're keeping back their base formation where Gallagher's most comfortable. Motion the H-back out. They're dropping a safety down in the box. Now there's 8 guys in the box, and they're going to run it right into the strength of that defense, which is what you don't want to do. So now you see there's dropping. If you motion over, they're going to drop 8 into the box. But now all of a sudden, they're going to switch back. It looks like they're going to go empty again. They're bringing their running backs out. They're going to go empty package. I really haven't seen any positive plays other than that big run they had out of this empty formation. They had that, and they had one big slot fade that they were able to throw.
Also, it's one of these.
So, had a man open, throws a ball in the dirt. And they're going to have to go for it here, right around midfield. So once again, he has somebody in the slot. We know the linebacker is going to try to carry him over to the safety, but
there we go. And
there
that's
it
the
is.
first down right there. He's got a little bit
That is-
more room. He's got a blocker.
He's got a
He can
block.
go all
He's
the
going
way.
to take it. Oh,
Oh,
nope.
man,
He got
stop the
shoestring
fumble.
tackled. So Nico Warren making some man miss on the slick field. People eating the dirt. I love to see it.
Oh, shit, that's one of the first big plays we've seen out of this Buccaneer offense. So I wonder what happened in that locker room. You kind of see a new team here.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach has some positive things to say, like, hey, look, you guys are better than this. Looks like number 40, who initially ate the dirt, playing that linebacker position, tried to get Nico. Looks like the ground got him. You know, the ground's undefeated on players so far.
Oh, he has a lot to ask him.
All right, so it looks like they're back in their base formation. I really look for them to try and get it to Ellis here and really just power it in. Either that, right, or they love throwing the fade to Kilby Thief Sticks. Looks like he's got one-on-one coverage, and no, they're going to try to power it with Ellis, just running people over.
He might.
So he's got a few yards here. Second down, you might look for him to. We know this is 4-down territory. We can't kick a field goal here. As good as Deluva is, we're gonna have to get 8 points here.
I mean, you gotta look at that deficit. You're gonna have to put up some major points in the 20 minutes that you have left in this game.
So it looks like they might try to run it again right up the gut here because I don't see any single coverage that they might like. Once again, here comes some self-inflicted wounds by the Buccaneers, and it's going to be a false start.
Here comes the parade, Rainer.
It looks like they tried to run it again. And it's swallowed up, and now we keep moving backwards, get all the way down to the goal line almost, and now we're all the way back to around the 15-yard line. And it looks like there's another injury on the field. So after the injury timeout, we're back on the field. They got Kilby Thief Dixon to the by himself to the left of the formation, and that's exactly where they're going to go.
Oh!
And they're going to say it's incomplete. And they're going to have to go for it here. That looked like a good pass, and that's why I would like to see them try that on second down, because we know what he's capable of.
It would have been a lot shorter pass, too.
All right, put Nico Warren in motion here. And it's,
Oh. It's touchdown to Kilby.
And it looks like we finally got, that was a good pass by Gallagher over the middle. Good protection by the offensive line. He had all day to throw back there and delivers a dart to the back of the end zone to find Kilby Thief Dixon. Great diving catch. Almost overthrew him a little bit, but that was a great diving catch by him right in the sand pit.
Nice stop, place to land.
All right, so just like we thought, they're going to go for two, try to make this a two-score game. Come out in their base formation. Let's see if they try to hand it right up the middle. It looks like he wasn't quite ready for the snap, and he's, you know, and that's what I don't like about the run plays on a two-point conversion, because you only have one dynamic, right? If you go for a pass play, now the quarterback can run or he can throw. You can typically do the rollout, try to extend the play a little bit. Not a fan, especially when they have the box stacked like that. They've been able to stop the run when they stack the box. Not the best play call. The numbers were not in our favor. So we're curious to see. We know Coach Stowe has went for onside kicks in the past very effectively, even though they're called illegal. He's very good at getting them. Let's see if they try onside kick here, or if they're just going to boot it deep. You know, you might want to try to squib something right down the middle with the wet field. If you squib it right down the middle, they're going to have a hard time collapsing on it. They have to cut. I would just squib it. Yeah, just squib it right down the middle. Kick it right. Particularly a kicker, if you kick the ball right in the middle of the ball and just squib it right down the middle, that ball is going to be flopping around like a dead fish out of water.
I've never seen a dead fish flop before.
They do when you kick them hard enough. All right, so let's see what Willow does here. He's going to, looks like he's going deep. Nope, he does the squib just like we thought he was going to do, and it bounces, takes a Willow Springs bounce right to one of the players. But honestly, that return wasn't that great. So they get it right around the 33, 34-yard line. So let's see if the Buccaneers defense finally has an answer.
Oh, snap. From across the field.
And it looks like the referees are back being flag happy again.
We are.
I just automatically assume it's on the Buccaneers. And it's unsportsmanlike conduct on Willow Springs.
Oh, that might be one of their first penalties of the night.
Their second penalty of the night. They do exist.
It does. Oh, that's right. Yeah, they had that illegal substitution on the punt.
So it looks like they had some kind of unsportsmanlike conduct, and the referee said, "Not in my house," and called it right on them.
You know, usually when I mention something about it, something magical could happen. So let's see if the Buccaneers could pull off something magical.
All right, so it looks like they're coming out in a little bit of a different formation here. They got, it looks like double stacks, tight. So they got 4 wide receivers, but they're stacking the receivers behind. And looks like the receivers aren't sure of the play. It looks like they're dropped down to a cover 3 for this stacks formation, which actually really works into a stacks formations really works into the stack formation's benefit. But they're just going to run it up the middle when they have 8 in the box, so that worked in the Buccaneers' favor there. So good effort on the defense. They're doing team tackling, right? They all went to the ball, all 11 people, all 11 hats to the football. That's what you want to see. So as you can see here, they're the Willow Creek. They're trying to get this slow clock, right? They are getting up to the line slowly, burning as much time off the clock as possible, not letting the Buccaneers come. And looks like the blitz ran right to the outside.
Nice
Looks like
there.
Reed Williamson on the tackle, forced him right out of bounds, flew across the field.
Yeah. No, it looked like he would break that tackle, but
yeah. So there was we had him in the backfield. He did get around the outside. That's why they did that little toss sweep outside.
It's third down.
It's third down.
Looks like they have a mismatch over here on the trips left formation. They only have 2 guys covering 3. Let's see if the quarterback sees it. Looks like the safety's starting to shade over a little bit. No, but he's got a slot guy open. And they're going to call pass interference, I believe, on the Buccaneers, even though the guy still caught it.
Where's our dirty laundry at? Oh, there it is. It's hiding.
So the referee's taking a long time to huddle up.
There we are.
So it looks like they accept the pass interference penalty because it gives them an extra yard. So they're going to hand it off right back up the middle. Buccaneers there for it. Looks like Joseph McPherson on the stop there, leading the pack.
On that play, you could really see how slippery that field is. They drug him.
And they're still fighting over, looks like, the ball. This team's getting a little scrappy. At least, the good thing is the team has not lost spirit. They're still fighting every inch of the way. Still down by 3 scores right now. But, they're fighting.
Yeah.
So they come back out in the spread formation. And it's nice little, big hit by number 26, Joe Deffenbaugh. And it looks like there's some more laundry on the field. And they're going to call roughing the passer. Once again, Buccaneers, the most penalized team in the Southeast North Carolina.
Country.
So the referee's giving an extra large, almost looks like 20 yards on that play. And then they're going to run it right at the middle for another 5-6 yards. All right, so it looks like Willow Springs is starting to speed up a little bit. It looks like Baker Gray might be coming on a blitz over here off this corner. And there he comes. They're doing the corner blitz. And they're going to try it.
Oh, almost over the top of number 10 over here. You did it, buddy.
That was almost a completion. The quarterback saw the corner blitzing, took a shot on the safety kicking over, but yeah, his head got in there and deflected the pass with his head.
Yeah.
So any way you can, that's all that matters.
Anything you got, right?
So already that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looks like they're bringing Joseph McPherson off for some reason. All right, so it looks like trips right. And they motion a man out there just as a decoy. Nope, they're going to throw it right behind. Right again, those little hitch routes right over the middle, just like they do. Threw a little eye candy out there, threw the nice little swing route, motioning out there. And yeah, they threw it right behind all the linebackers when they came up. All right, so now knocking on the red zone door within right around the 10-yard line. They got a trips bunch right, which is my favorite formation, and they're just going to run it right up the middle. And it's just like death by 1,000 paper cuts here, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Come back out in that trips bunch formation. Last time they had a guy kind of fake a screen. They just handed the ball up the middle. If I'm on offense, I like the mismatch. They only have 2 people covering that trips bunch formation. That's a mismatch. They're just going to hand it right back up the field, and he just walks right into the end zone. And the Buccaneers defense still has no answer for this Willow Creek offense, or Willow Springs offense.
No problem.
Flag is down the end zone.
I gotta zoom in on it.
So there's some more flags on the field. In case you got lonely folks and didn't see enough flags, there's some more. Don't worry. All right, well, pending the PAT here, the score might go out to be 31-6. And the kick is up. The kick is good. Your new score is going to be 31. Willow Springs 6. Your Laney Buccaneers. And it's a nice strong kick. This one, oh, and he fumbles it, and he's gonna pick it back up, and he takes the lane, makes a cut, and he's still going. It brings it all the way up to about the 45-yard line. Good job by Nico Warren. So Gallagher with a little quick screen out. A little quick screen out to the up. And there's going to be some more flags on the field. It looks like some Tide is going to have some competition with the Laundry after this. And the referees are having another conference about this. All right, so Buccaneers with some new life all the way down to the 35 already. And the referees both played dead already. All right, so the Buccaneers coming back out in the empty formation. And Gallagher running and escapes out of bounds. Good job escaping pressure, getting out of bounds for a small gain. Good gain on first down, all the way down for about a 7-yard gain. So Buccaneers staying in this empty formation with no running back. Oh, and Gallagher throws a pick right to number 20, who just read his eyes. All right, so looks like there's some kind of foul on the end of the play, but the interception stands. Looks like Buccaneers have most people right around the line of scrimmage and just trying to stop this run. And they successfully do that. Willow Springs coming back out in the spread formation. Looks like they're probably just going to hand it back to the running back again. Nope, they're going to try to air it out this time. And we're going to sack the quarterback all the way back at the 20-yard line. The Buccaneers still haven't given up yet.
The sack by Nazir High.
All right, so they come out in the trips right, letting the quarter just wind down. They got about 5 seconds to snap the ball here. And it's going to be a draw. And the play is going to be coming back for holding.
Fans, it's third down.
All right, so it's going to take us to the fourth quarter here.
That brings us to the end of the third quarter. Willow Springs 31,
So end of the third, Willow Springs 31, Laney Bucks 6. All right, so the Buccaneers bring up a 3rd and 16 and passing down for them. And right down the middle, wide open, and he's probably going to take this to the house here. Nope, he's going to be ridden out of bounds right around the 15-yard line. So once again, the Buccaneers giving up a big play on 3rd and long. So they're just going to hand it right up the middle. And Willow Springs fumbled the ball. The Buccaneers get on top of it. Let's see if the referees give it to them. So the Buccaneers defense finally forcing a turnover. We're still losing the turnover battle 3-1. Buccaneers got a long hill to climb here. All right, so the Buccaneers taking over on their own 15-yard line. They're coming right back out in this empty formation. Gallagher takes a snap, surveying the field. He has some kind of trail route going. He's going to be sacked all the way back at the 5-yard line. He had somebody open on the trail route, but was unable to. And there comes a late flag. So they're going to call unsportsmanlike conduct on Willow Springs after the big sack, which is going to give the Buccaneers put them up to the 20-yard line. So it's going to be bring up about a 2nd and 6 here. All right, so ready to go again. Buccaneers still in the empty, and it's going to be a quick pass out. Oh, way overthrown. His target dangerously almost intercepted there. Dangerous throw by Gallagher. All right, so Gallagher calling some play off, but the line staying in the empty formation. Trips, though, to the narrow side of the field. And once again, he's going to be brought down. Going to bring up 4th down. And they call another unsportsmanlike on Willow Springs. And what's going to should be a 4th and long, might be a 4th and manageable. It's either going to be a 4th and manageable or 4th or 1st down, but depends on the placement of the ball. All right, so that's going to be first down for the Buccaneers. Buccaneers getting a little bit of a break here. The referee's not putting up with all the extra commentary from Willow Springs. Still 11 minutes to go. All that time had passed, only 1 minute taken off of the fourth quarter. So still a lot of time left for the Buccaneers to score, but they're going to have to start scoring here to stay in this game. And they run the same play for the third time in a row. So it doesn't really look like anyone was open on the play. That's the third time they've ran that play in a row, and it hasn't worked. At some point, you got to wonder when they're going to try a different play. All right, so now they switch the trips to the right side of the formation. Gallagher takes the snap, surveys the field. He has a good pocket, steps up, but doesn't reset. And Gallagher just takes it out of bounds. He had a good pocket there. All he had to do was climb the pocket and sit, but he decided to take it out of bounds. Gallagher taking the snap, fires it right over the middle, and it's dropped. Oh, he ends up catching it. Looks like for a first down, or right at the first down. All right, so Gallagher taking the snap, staying in the same formation, and he just throws it up and almost throws another interception. He really needs to stop just throwing it up in the air when he rolls out. So Buccaneers staying in this empty package. And he throws a deep ball to Kilby, and Kilby has it and runs out of bounds. But it's going to bring them all the way up to about the 25-yard line. So he finally took the deep shot to Kilby. Finally had a matchup he liked. Single coverage, threw it down the field. Gallagher driving back to pass again, looking Kilby's way. Outruns the defender. And he throws it back across his body. That's a big no-no, but it's caught. And it looks like we got some flags on the field. Blocking the back. Blocking the back on Laney. So Buccaneers working in the wrong direction now. It's going to be about 2nd and 20. All right, so now they're going to give it first down and he does a whole shot, gets about 10 yards back. A good strong throw by Gallagher, just did a whole shot, showing off his arm strength there, which we knew he has. And trying to do some crossing routes on this, and there's a hold. Oh my goodness. And this is going to be coming back again because there's a hold. It's like big number 77 was holding. So once again, now we're all the way back again, 2nd and 20 after getting 10 yards back. Now we're moving back again. Buccaneers just staying in this empty formation. Gallagher takes a snap, and he's going to take a shot for Kilby to the end zone. And he overthrows his target. And it's going to be picked off again by Willow Springs, 4th interception of the night. And they're just doing the sweep out to the right or to the left, pushing them out of bounds, going to stop the clock again. And there's some more flags on the play. That's going to march the ball right down the field. And there's going to be another flag on the play.
Dorian Wallace on the tackle. The flag is down.
Green wave. I'm thinking of another. What's really fourth touchdown? But I didn't know about him. Like when I felt like this was my first time seeing him. It starts with an A, and they were talking, so they look just like no front. They're like burgundy and gray. So they're the what? They're the green wave like Remy? Yeah.
And another flag on the play.
You lose one shot.
And the kid who was calling the game first spot, when he comes to high school, the kid from that no high school, now college, and he was like, yeah, and that's what I know. And Jasper, they were proud.
Big swing. Romaine Allen on the swing tackle. Dorian Wallace is Laney Allen on the tackle.
And another flag on the field. And they're still airing the ball out. It's good coverage by Baker Gray on there.
Olin Baker Gray on the coverage. Reed Williamson with the death breakup. Brings up fourth down.
First time they find out that he can't beat.
Oh, he's not even looking.
You're right. You're right. Yeah.
Looks like Joe Quinn Dingle breaking it out the outside.
Joe Quinn Dingle on the carry out past the Buccaneer 50. That's the first down. Joe Quinn Dingle carries again. First down.
And looks like we're going to have a touchdown by Joe Quinn Dingle. He's going to bring it up to 12 to 31.
Joe Quinn Dingle with 128 yards on the day.
And PAT is no good.
Willow scored 31. Laney Buccaneers 12.
All right, so looks like their kicker is coming out to try a 50-yard field goal. He's got the leg. He's been making it in warm-ups. Field conditions a little slick, so he has been slipping around. So we'll see if. And it looks like they're gonna time out. All right, so after the timeout, looks like they're going to try this 50-yard field goal. They had to take a timeout. The clock run down too much. Let's see. We know this kicker has legs. Very good kicker. And he slipped a little bit when he released, and it's going to be slightly short by about 2 yards. So just like we thought with that mud, it was a little bit slick. So Buccaneers with good field position while they take the ball. And the Buccaneers just trying to give the senior a little extra couple plays here. And it looks like they're going to. And they good throw by Rowland Gallagher. Got WP Dixon out of bounds. It stops the clock. We still have time left. 52 seconds to run for 3 scores. And he's going to throw it again. Good pocket. He doesn't climb the pocket. He decides to run to the outside, and he's just going to run it. And then he's going to get. It looks like there's going to be some kind of block in the back again by the Buccaneers. Another boneheaded play. All right, so it's going to march the ball. It's going to march all the way back to 1st and 20 from the 30-yard line. And he's going to hand it back to Ellis Williams, and he has lead blockers. He's going to just bulldozing his way, will not be brought down. Gets a first down.
That's a first down.
And Gallagher just throws the ball over the head. About 10 seconds left in the game. And Buccaneers are still trying to score here. And they're handing it back to Ellis Williams. He's sidestepping. And that's going to do it. Your final score is it's going to be 31-12. Buccaneers are done for the year. And it's been a good season. We will catch you guys later from Buccaneer Stadium.